The devastation of the Great War left France profoundly scarred. Millions lost and northern territories ravaged. The memory of the Western Front's trench warfare and immense casualties deeply influenced post-war military doctrine, compelling France to seek an impenetrable defense against future aggression, particularly from Germany. Post-Treaty of Versailles, despite German military limitations, the resurgence of nationalist sentiments in the 1920s and 1930s fueled French anxieties. This fear, coupled with a demographic deficit from World War I, led to conceptualizing a fixed, formidable defensive barrier to avoid a repeat of the grueling 1914-1918 attritional battles. Named after André Maginot, the influential Minister of War who championed its construction, the Maginot Line was an engineering marvel. It represented the pinnacle of static defensive thinking, a testament to French resolve never again to endure such ravages on its soil. Its construction became one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects of the interwar period. The line was not merely trenches, but a sophisticated, multi-layered defense. It comprised a complex network of interconnected fortifications, observation posts, underground bunkers, artillery casemates and infantry shelters, designed to withstand prolonged bombardment and provide overlapping fields of fire. Its purpose was to create an unyielding bulwark protecting industrial heartlands. André Maginot, a decorated veteran and French Minister of War from 1922-1932, was the primary advocate for the line. His Great War experiences convinced him France needed an impregnable defense against future aggression. He secured immense funding, dedicating his career to its inception before his death in 1932. Years before its test, Marshal Philippe Pétain, hero of Verdun, also strongly supported continuous, fortified defenses. His World War I experiences reinforced his belief in static positions to minimize casualties. Pétain's strategic thinking influenced the design principles, emphasizing robustness and self-sufficiency for the fortresses, key to holding territory. The strategic intent was threefold. Firstly, deter a direct German invasion along the vulnerable eastern border, making frontal assaults prohibitively costly and futile. The formidable barrier symbolized French resolve. Secondly, the line aimed to buy crucial time for full French army mobilization. Forts would absorb initial attacks, allowing reserves to deploy without immediate breakthrough threats, vital for France's slower mobilization doctrine. Thirdly, it sought to funnel any German invasion through neutral Belgium. French planners, including General Maurice Gamelin, believed this would allow French and British forces to engage on more favorable terms along the Dyle River, away from industrial heartlands. This strategy, however, had critical flaws. A primary miscalculation was not extending the main line along the entire Franco-Belgian border. Political sensitivities and financial constraints resulted in less robust mini-Maginot Field fortifications in that vital sector, never completed to the same standard. Another fatal flaw was underestimating the Ardennes forest. French doctrine considered its dense terrain impassable for large-scale armored thrusts. General Gamelin and his staff deemed it unsuitable for rapid breakthroughs, an assumption that would prove catastrophically incorrect during the Wehrmacht's lightning offensive. Construction of the Maginot Line commenced in 1928, focused on the vulnerable eastern frontier. This phase involved immense labor, excavation, concrete pouring, and installing intricate mechanical and electrical systems. By 1936, main strongpoints, ouvrages, were largely completed. A colossal investment of approximately 3 billion French francs. The Phoney War, or Sitzkrieg, defined the period from Germany's invasion of Poland in September 1939 to the Battle of France in May 1940. For 8 months, millions of French and British troops garrisoned the Maginot Line, facing the Wehrmacht across a quiet front, contrasting sharply with the Eastern Front's movements. On May 10, 1940, the Wehrmacht launched Vollgelb. German forces, under General Gerd von Rundstedt's Army Group A, executed a daring flanking maneuver instead of directly confronting the formidable Maginot Line. General Heinz Guderian's 19th Panzer Corps, part of Panzer Group Kleist, spearheaded this advance. Defying French expectations, Guderian's panzers, including Panzer IV AOSF-C and Panzer III AOSF.E tanks, rapidly traversed the supposedly impassable Ardennes forest. They crossed the Meuse River at Sedan on May 13, 1940, establishing bridgeheads. This breakthrough bypassed main Maginot fortifications, exposing the northern flank of French armies. These French armies, 1st and 9th, had advanced into Belgium to meet the perceived threat, leaving their southern flank vulnerable. The German blitzkrieg strategy, emphasizing speed, surprise, and combined arms, caught Allied command off guard, disrupting static defenses and achieving deep penetration. German spearheads raced towards the English Channel, encircling Allied forces. Maginot Line garrisons found themselves bypassed and isolated. Direct frontal assaults against ouvrages were rare. When attempted, such as skirmishes near the Saarland, they were decisively repelled, demonstrating the line's tactical effectiveness. The French 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th armies, defending sectors, found their strategic positions compromised. The line's static nature, while formidable, rendered its forces incapable of responding to the Wehrmacht's fluid, mechanized warfare. Designed to hold, not maneuver, they became largely irrelevant. Many Maginot Line fortresses, like Ouvrage Hackenberg and Ouvrage Schonenburg, remained virtually impregnable despite French resistance collapse elsewhere. Their garrisons, initially around 500,000 men, held out, often unaware of the broader strategic defeat. Following the armistice of 22nd June 1940, which ended hostilities, the fate of remaining Maginot garrisons became uncertain. Though commanders initially refused surrender, adherence to armistice terms and orders from Marshal Pétain's new Vichy government eventually led most to lay down arms, often with full military honors. Only one major Maginot ouvrage, Ouvrage La Ferté, a smaller fortification near Sedan and not part of the main continuous line, experienced direct, sustained assault. It was ultimately overwhelmed by German infantry and combat engineers on May 19, 1940, after fierce fighting. Its 107 defenders fought to the last man. Her tragic exception to the line's general operational success. The bypass of the Maginot Line and rapid fall of France in June 1940 sent shockwaves globally. For France, it was a profound national trauma, shattering the myth of defensive invincibility. The line, once a symbol of security, became emblematic of strategic failure. Leading to years of national soul-searching, the Maginot Line's perceived failure dramatically influenced post-war military doctrine. It solidified the notion that static defenses were obsolete against modern, mechanized warfare characterized by speed, maneuver, and combined arms tactics, spearheaded by tanks and close air support. The German blitzkrieg showed fortifications could be irrelevant by superior strategy and mobility. The human cost of the Battle of France was immense. Over 90,000 French soldiers were killed, over 200,000 wounded, and approximately 1.8 million taken prisoner. The nation fell under German occupation, leading to years of hardship, resistance, and collaboration, irrevocably altering millions of French citizens' lives. Geopolitically, France's fall shifted Europe's power balance decisively. Great Britain stood alone against Nazi Germany for a crucial period. Western Europe fell under Hitler's direct control. This swift victory amplified Germany's confidence, enabling aggressive expansion and escalating the global conflict. The Maginot Line remains a profound historical paradox, a marvel of engineering, yet strategically flawed. It represented immense investment in past tactics, failing to anticipate future warfare. Its tactical brilliance against direct assault was overshadowed by strategic irrelevance when bypassed. Its legacy offers a crucial lesson. No defense is truly impregnable against evolving tactics and innovative strategies. Over-reliance on fixed positions fosters false security and military inflexibility. True national security demands adaptability, intelligence, and a comprehensive understanding of an adversary's capabilities and doctrines. Ultimately, the Maginot Line stands as a poignant monument to the human desire for security. It highlights tragic consequences when that desire blinds military planners to conflicts changing realities. Military Doctrine must constantly
The 3rd
evolve,
Division moves by dawn.
learning from past successes and failures. To explore pivotal moments that shaped our world and their profound lessons, subscribe and join our community. What part of the Maginot Line story resonates most? And what is its most enduring lesson for modern defense? Share your thoughts below.